Your audio is working and we're live right now. I just hit the button right as you joined. You there? Can I wait? Are my headphones on? Oh my god. I started. Oh nope. Okay, that was you. That was me. It was you, not me. Jesus. Hello, YouTube. We're live. I started on time with food in my mouth, and then Ink joined as the going live was going live. I'm so on time that I actually am not. I don't even have my intro up. So welcome back, Ink. I was prepared to distract while you were almost not punctual and pull a. You thought I would be late, but it was Ink. But no, I can't even pull that.
No, I was on time. It's fun getting burner phones activated and trying to explain that to regular people that don't understand why someone would want a burner phone.
There's only one reason you want a burner phone, to play gacha games.
Yeah. Play it and throw it away when you need to reroll.
Exactly. All right, let's get this intro out the way. Let me get Ink on the screen though. Chat going crazy already. I'm on time. Yes, I am on time. Shout out to all the members. Colin Reynolds, thank you for the membership. I'm going to do my intro real quick and we'll get right down to it. Welcome to the Ranting Hour, where we rant for at least an hour, sometimes more about the in-between stuff that doesn't make it into videos. Generally, we got an idea what's going on. We go where the wind takes us, so if we go off the rails, so be it. Tonight, I am welcomed by Ink. Mino might show up, he might not. I don't know. If he doesn't, whatever. Before we get started, though, whether you're watching live or catching the VOD, do me a favor and like the video. It helps me out a ton. I know you guys love this content, so help it spread around. Seriously, it is the biggest thing you can do to help out, and I'm going to continuously remind people throughout the video to like, because y'all be forgetting. If you are watching the VOD, why am I getting a phone call? Jesus Christ. Don't kill my phone. Shut up! Spam call, too. That sucks.
You got to start again now.
No, I'm not. I refuse. If you're watching the VOD, be sure to leave a comment, and if you're here live, chatting helps as well. I keep an eye on chat from time to time, but sometimes if a tangent's going crazy, I might miss out, so if you really want to get my attention, feel free to throw a super chat my way. All support is welcome. Timestamps will be up eventually. Thank you in advance to Inkwelder, because he's always got my back. He recently hit 200 subscribers on his channel, actually. So he's on the road to 1,000, actually the road to 10,000. He's been doing great content. So if you're not, Inkwelder's in chat right now. If y'all aren't subscribed to him, y'all ain't real ones. Like for real. His videos are hilarious. Not only does he do runs, really creative runs, he also does really like funny meme videos. Him and RBK have been killing it and have been like killing my lungs. Like I've been coughing unhealthily at their videos. They are so fucking funny. So go subscribe to Inkwelder especially. Yeah, road to 500 for him. Road to 1,000. Road to 2,000. He's getting up there in the world. Gotcha Surge and Jets Crush, thank you for joining the members. Jesus, why did I write such a fucking essay for this intro? If you want more of these shenanigans, be sure to join TCC's Discord. That's usually where I hang out. I always give big ups to Mark, who runs the server, runs TCC's. Without him, I probably wouldn't have stuck to YouTube, so go support. They do a podcast every Thursday at 9, so don't miss that either. If you want more Mino content, he's using the podcast as an excuse not to make a damn YouTube channel. So be sure to give him a hard time about it. And as I see some of you noticed, I did start a membership thing on the channel. $1 for emotes. I couldn't think of anything else for a higher tier, but I will eventually. But I appreciate it, all of you guys. I always reply to your comments. You get special emotes. I think I could add more now, actually. I need to get on that. But yeah, getting warmed up. Ink, welcome back. It's been like how long? A month?
It's probably been a month. Yeah,
I think it's been a month. Yeah, Ink's been busy doing grown man shit, and as he should, because life is more priority than games. But he's back now to bring some ranting hour, because it's funny, because I was thinking this morning, like, what the hell do I talk about? I am currently mad about nothing. I had nearly nothing to talk. Well, I have a little something to talk about, but I'm really glad Ink's back. Sabin is tomorrow, isn't he? Jesus Christ! It only feels like yesterday that we were doing a live stream. Did we live stream the rant? No, we just did we do live stream? I thought we did it offline. Oh well.
Yeah. No. It was on reveal. You opened it live as it dropped.
Ain't got to rework. Did I say that?
Wait, rework and LD board, because that matters, right? If you don't get an LD board, you suck. Right?
Yeah, right.
Rip ball here.
Isn't Sabin coming with Gladiator? Yeah, he is. Yeah, man, how you doing?
Hell yeah. life is good. I'm excited for Sabin because I really want to reboot the saga.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I'm tired of throwing random characters in, and it's really annoying running Celeste with other delayers because all these fucking delay orbs.
Yeah.
And so she's my active favorite that I'm running through everything.
Is she the only FF6 blue right now?
Strago.
Drago, right.
Yeah.
It's only those two, right?
Yes.
Ain't got Burst Plus.
So far.
Kernax, I don't know how to say your name, but welcome to the membership. I don't know if you saw my poll, but I had an option mixing for Sabin. it's at 4% right now.
I know 4% of people want me to pop a vein and punch a seal or something.
Someone else was like, "Hey, if we're pulling for Sabin regardless, I think that's okay with Ink." Is that? Can you confirm or deny that? Oh my God, Neclord's here. God damn it!
I think it's the opposite.
Shut up! Don't kill the flow.
No, but like mixing on Inkwelder's
like
ultimate banner is the purest sacrilege. You know, it's just blasphemous.
And Mino's here too. Great, all the idiots are here now.
But no, actually, on a different note, I wasn't actually going to be here long because I'm actually going to bed because I need to be up early tomorrow. But I would like to wish everyone a happy ranting hour and a happy Wednesday or Thursday in Britain, but Wednesday for the rest of you. Anyway,
go to hell.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you, Nick. What a guest appearance cameo.
Right? He came in and shut the fuck up. That's the best he's ever done. Jesus. Hi,
if people want to mix on Sabin, I mean, at least they're gonna get him, but I'm worried that those mixers are gonna give him max brave spheres, and that's gonna piss me off. So that's the real crime is throwing his own sphere on him. His own sphere is trashed here. It will raise his brave in battle by about 250, and max brave is basically a useless stat at this point, but you know,
it's good for M-brave batteries, I guess. That's about it, though. You're right. I feel that.
Yeah.
So what are you eating lately? Because I've been missing your extravagant food taste. Because all Mino orders is takeout.
Do you wanna guess what I've had for breakfast and
Tacos
lunch today? Hell yeah! And what am I eating for dinner?
Predictable. Tacos. It's Taco Tuesday on a Wednesday, y'all.
Yeah, I'm going for the Taco Trinity for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I had tortilla chips as a snack, which is sort of like a taco snack, if you will.
I see.
But yeah, I'm going rotisserie chicken with guac and hot sauce. Honestly, the chicken and the guac and the hot sauce are just the vehicle for the star, which is the tortilla. That tortilla is fucking amazing.
I was some people have. I was talking to my girlfriend about this because she's always talking about how good food is and how she can like tell the flavors apart and stuff. And I'm just like, that food's good. And I'm like, y'all got some HD taste buds, bro. Because when I eat, I'm like, this is good. And when y'all eat, it's like, oh, look at the texture of the dressing and the seasonings, and I'm like, man, this is some good ass food. Remedial Virgil said he just did Transcendence today on it's a Happy Wednesday. Congrats, dude! Glad you were able to pull it off. What were you gonna say?
That is awesome, and I'm curious if they did they stress about saving characters? Because I saw someone that was like, hey, I can't do Transcendence 2 because Emperor just isn't working, and I want to save Garland for later. And oh my, it's like literally just inflicting pain on yourself. Do not hoard your characters for Transcendence.
Yeah, don't do that. Bring the guns. Ink's rework came like with 4K taste buds. You guys are idiots. By the way, if you are having trouble with Transcendence, feel free to join the TCC Discord. Link in the description. We got a billion different people willing to help you out and craft teams, and yeah, really good stuff that's always happening. But now we can talk about the game. Mino, are you alive? All right, this is a good thing. So I put Sabin skippers in the title, but I was curious that Ink wants to bully you all into pulling Sabin. I'm kidding. I don't know what he's actually thinking, but I know Ink had some pro Sabin takes to make, I believe. But I think the one thing I wanted to push back on, and a general statement, is this notion of Lufenia plus viability, and the thing about Lufenia plus, and I've said this a million times, the first couple fights, like the first month and a half, are kind of dumb, but after that it evens out, and it's kind of more back to creativity and stuff. And I think people have this incorrect notion that Lufenia plus is a unit killer, when really it's not. Like, there's still a lot of stupid things you can pull off. Like, Lufenia plus doesn't kill Tidus, doesn't kill Yuna. I'm going to try and make it not kill Barrett. And people are pulling the units to enable these people, like Rain, Setzer, Porum, Yuna's BT, stuff like that. And we're gonna have the tools to make stuff work. And I've been saying I'm gonna make a video on this for like a year now, and I haven't. But the whole, I haven't seen them, therefore I have no reason to conclude. I can conclude that they fall off is so hilariously incorrect. Just think about what if Stimpy didn't have a YouTube account? Y'all wouldn't see half the bullshit you see on YouTube now. And if you were to imply those things couldn't happen, you couldn't point to those videos. That's not the case. And Ink is going to show a bunch of people that skipping Sabin was a mistake. And I want to emphasize that I have no issue with skipping it. Hello. Oh, Mino, you're alive now.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
I thought you guys were just fucking ignoring me.
No. You couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let me finish my point. I wanted to say, damn it, I forgot. I was going on such a good path.
You said something Simpy videos as a showcase of...
damn, I really had a point in my mind. I lost it completely. But it was more along the lines of people are gonna make stuff work. Like happened with Lufenia, like happened with Chaos. People that we hadn't seen English speaking JP videos make it happen, and these takes always get proven wrong, and it's really just a consistently horrible take. I haven't seen it, therefore I have no reason to conclude it can't be possible. And it's gonna continue to get proven wrong and wrong time again. And Christ, yeah, I lost it. Whatever. Over to you, Ink.
Ink's dead now too.
Damn. Y'all gotta stop.
Okay, well, since Ink is dead, I don't watch other people's content, so you can tell me. I keep hearing mixed... Oh, he's actually dead. Yeah. I keep hearing mixed things about... Like, people either tell me Stimpy's very creative, or they tell me he only runs stuff in low content. Like, I remember the latest controversy was something about Boss Rush, and they're like, I can't believe he made this team work in Boss Rush. And then they're like, wait, it's actually Boss Rush, like, hard or very hard, not very hard plus or whatever. Is that true?
Well, Boss Rush is just base Lufenia reductions. So,
right.
But
and
it was I don't know what this controversy is when it's. I've never heard of this. I mean, one teaming the Boss Rush is still pretty impressive because you only have 60 turns to do 3 waves. So.
50, but yeah.
I don't know what that is. But he has a lot of accounts and he pulls a lot of bullshit off via that. And bullshit's the wrong way of saying it because it is he does pull some crazy stuff off. But it really is just indicative of the larger point is sometimes it only takes one person to show what is possible. And just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it can't be done. And I say that all the time. And intelligent people generally understand that the absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. But you gotta nail that point. And Ink's gonna crush a bunch of Lufenias with Sabin. It's just gonna be funny.
All of them.
Yeah, all
of them.
All of them. It's gonna be a funny time, guys. Go ahead.
I prepared. I have Bartz with his BT so that he can imperil wind, so that Sabin always hits weakness, even when it's freaking resisted. And I think the only fight that absorbs either of his elements is like ultimate divine panda, right?
Yes, and then the Tidus's centipede thing is Imperial Immune.
Yeah, but I'm gonna use Bart's there.
That's the obvious.
So that takes care of it. But yeah, absorbing wind is no longer a problem because they made his skills dual element.
Yeah.
So you literally need to hit both of his elements to knock him out, and there are no fights upcoming, at least none that I've seen, that absorb both wind and holy. And I don't know of any bullshit like Nine's Lufenia coming back where you die if you deal elemental damage.
Yep.
But he will be run relentlessly. through everything, and he will actually do a lot of work. He did work. I showcased it in Chaos, where his delay was critical. His brave gain on his skill 1+ was critical to being like avoiding a break. Because back in Chaos, you had to care whether you got broken.
Mm-hmm.
Now in this, it's like delaying shit and putting up fat shields, and yeah, it's I don't know, the way to tackle bosses has changed in this current era versus Chaos era. So I'm excited for Sabin to stomp, and I can't believe there's only fucking 6 people, including myself.
That poll is not indicative of anything.
It is indicative that of what is this? 50 like 137 people, that only 6 people want to pity him.
Now,
his LD.
You have to consider that the people who vote in those polls are the people who want to vote in those polls. I haven't clicked a poll in like a year straight. There's
Are
a lot
you
of people
pulling Sabin?
No, I'm not.
Sabin.
Because I want to focus on other damage dealers. I want to let you take the spotlight.
No, that's cool. I'm down for it, and I'm excited if he gets underhyped again and all that. Man, that's just fuel.
Yeah,
to the fire.
I'm hoping you're able to pull off a Transcendence 4 run with him too.
In the middle gate.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm sure it's possible.
Sure.
I think I remember DMing you around the time of its release, and I think I got close. Close. I think I just didn't have enough numbers. So maybe if it was like Vaughn, Yuna, and Sabin, they might have been able to cut through it. I don't know.
Yeah, the horses in the first wave though, like that sucks not having Setzer for that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll try. I don't know. I like putting Sabin as far as possible. I put him in
fair.
entropy 19. So, like I don't know if I put him in 19 at release. I didn't go back with like freaking some like Garland and stomp 19 or like Core where someone's like, look, he soloed 19. Man, I ran Sabin in 19. That's not like 19 is not a difficult.
It's the year
level.
2021, and we're still caring about solos and shit. It's kind of wild. I don't know how we pull that off. I don't know if you had anything to say or in general to Sabin skippers. I kind of just threw that in the title as a throwaway. But I wanted to clarify that there's nothing wrong with skipping a character. Per usual,
Yeah,
just be consistent about it. Oh,
Right.
okay. Just be consistent about it. Like I had a comment earlier. It was like, I don't know if I'd be using him in Lufenia Plus. Well, if you were to apply that to how much of the roster, that's going to be a lot for most people. So that's not really a good reason to skip. If you're not interested, I said this one around Palom too. I mean, if you're not interested in the unit, just say that I don't want to use them. That's why I'm skipping Sabin. I'm not going to use them that much. That's fine. But because of these bullshit notions of not being that good or which are definitely again, Ink's going to flex those high brave caps with Sabin. It's going to be really funny.
Oh yeah, I'm going to only run him with blue armors next to him.
Brave caps. Yeah. I need to saving into infinity. Mino, why do you think Sabin's trash? I thought he was one of your favorite characters.
Did I say that? Did I say he was trash?
I thought you just said that.
When? Where?
Okay, the receipts will show on the VOD. Speaking of receipts on the VOD, be sure to like the video, guys. We're sitting at 49 likes and 160 viewers. Go ahead and help us out. Tifa, the Sabin Monk Party, Blue Cypher stomping, RVK. Yes, his Blue Cypher videos are funny. Chat is all over the place right now. People are mentioning Setzer, but I haven't seen him in JP since. Respect for going the Barrett route. Yeah, I'm hopefully I don't whiff on him again. That'd be really tragic. That was a really bad set of banners for me.
Do you think you'll run him? And he drops on T4, doesn't he?
Yes, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna challenge
you
myself.
You are a brave.
Yes,
fucking
I am.
soul.
I am. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna like it.
So what do you think the odds of Barrett at Transcendence 4 just getting so much pity that they give him 90 and EX 2 on that banner.
I live in reality. I've already injected the copium. It's not happening. It's not happening. What was the other thing I wanted to? Do you have anything other Sabin related that you wanted to touch on?
I think people are generally. It feels like Sabin. I like the fact that he has decisions in his kit. Like you have a decision whether you want to delay enemies or you want to battery your party. And I like that he still has those like decisions there. Or if you just need fat damage, you never need to worry about buff upkeep with him ever again.
Word.
Which I think is amazing that he's got that. And I feel like people are undervaluing the fact that you get decisions. Decisions are always good in games when you have that. And is there anybody that delays and batteries outside of Quistis?
Sid Reigns.
Okay. Do you have any other reasonable characters to name?
Let me.
Fujin.
Fujin is one of them. Yes.
Okay.
None of them like hit as hard as Sabin, I'd say, though.
So Kane, like Kane on his EX, sure, okay.
Kane,
but
right, yeah.
Kane, yeah,
there's very few.
Dessel, that's a good one. Yeah, Dessel.
Ishtola. Yeah, that's
true.
It's actually a decent list.
Well, yeah.
So Y'shtola's probably the only one that has like on demand. You can do both, but usually I think having the decision of which one you need for that situation of the fight, that is going to be amazing that he has that. Because before you had to use AA, like you had to prepare for it and get to 3 stacks and then use a skill, or you had to burn an AA to get that decisioning power. And now the decisioning power is on every turn. So if you like long videos, anyone that's watched my Sabin Saga videos knows that I never just press buttons.
Leo.
I talk about every button, and that's why my videos are over 30 minutes long for chaos. So just wait for Lufenia. It's gonna be epic.
Ink, I pulled up a list. Setzer also delays and batteries.
Well, not at the same time.
No, not at the same time.
Wait, but Sabin doesn't do it at the same time. Never mind.
Sabin does,
Wait, the list is even longer now.
Setzer does it. Lael does it.
Oh yeah, so that's actually a long list now.
Yeah.
All of these are single target. All of them are single target, but keep going.
Kais. Let's see here.
Nobody cares. This is the most non-thing ever.
Yeah. The whole point is that decisions in games, like whenever you have a decision, they're always good.
What the hell's going on?
I just wanted to point out to Ink that his baby's not special.
Yikes.
Your baby's not special.
Damn,
who is your baby? Toto? Did you see
Toto's
what
down
Toto
her rent. Oh
gets?
yeah. Is it Viability and Toto time? Because I'm here for it. Toto sucks.
Yeah.
They shafted her. Like, what is she? She doesn't even cover. She's in that
Toto's
tragic.
confused.
She's in that
chat
tragic
spamming
area
Copium emotes. Give a Copium in the chat for Toto, guys. Mid on every word. Jesus. Don't sleep on or ignore defense. Oh, that's something I want to touch on too. I was looking at the defense values for Transcendence 4 and Boss Rush 5. And the Tigers in Boss Rush Wave 5, or the last wave of Boss Rush 5, they have like 200% defense up. And then the fucking dragon thing on Transcendence 4, it has defense up of like 300% in the last phase. And Sabin is just gonna ignore all of that. Oh, it's gonna be hilarious. I mean, that's the thing though, because people are going to have Setzer and they're just going to ignore reductions that way. But
the spring rainbows.
Yeah, they are going to ignore it that way. But Sabin on his own can do it without Setzer, which I think is pretty impressive, while also hitting decently hard. So yeah, I mean, 300% defense is pretty funny.
The list is really small of characters that can deal, like in Boss Rush 5, when we were publishing the research for it, you need Setzer who can deal, who has Rainbow. You've got Core. but his is a little bit more limited. He can't consistently hit 5 because his defense is so high that your damage is going to fall off a cliff. So Sabin can do it. Copium can do it on her follow-up, like the gravity reduction, and Aerith can do it. And I think Aerith's is single target. So you've got a pretty limited list of characters that can hit for 5 digits of brave damage against super high, ridiculous defense. Otherwise, you need to drop out like Kurasame Call, which you're probably going to do anyway, but Kurasame, Jack, Hope, like throw out all the high brave damage up calls because you're gonna need it. Probably get some defense down calls also because your defense is so
just
high.
Bring defense down or that. Will Setzer still be relevant when Kate says the LD releases? He never really stops being relevant. It's just you need to bring more stupid units around him. That's the other thing. I kind of miffs me all the time. The notion of unit viability. If they like someone in main core was like, is Aerith going to be around a Lufenia Plus? And I'm like, I just used her like 2 fights ago. Granted, I did use Kuja and Noel's BT Plus alongside of that, but Strago does have defense ignore. Thank you. I am dumb. I've been saying Strago's skill 2 had defense ignore for like a year straight, and it was actually skill 1, and I don't know how the hell I got them mixed, and I don't know how nobody told me. I've been dead ass just saying that.
Why would you need to defense ignore on anything that breaks on even digit brave?
It doesn't, yeah, see, right? I'm dumb. It doesn't make any sense. I thought, oh, this skill's so, here's how I rationalized it. The skill is so weak, it doesn't hit hard because it ignores his defense. So that's how they got around it. Turns out the skill just kind of hits like shit. And skill 1's ignore defense. Oh my god.
His potencies are so low. But if you have to really, like, amp up Strago. But when you do, like, holy shit, his damage output is stellar. I love it.
Death, the trash move. Yeah, it's actually just trash. I think I realized that like 2 weeks ago. Somebody told me. I think it was in the TCC Discord. Join up there, by the way. Great stuff. You can catch all of us in there.
Did they fix that at 90? Like, did they make his skill 2 at all more relevant?
Skills have never been reworked.
Nice.
They just keep buffing his stats.
No, that's cool. I mean, it just shows how shitty split damage is, right? Split damage is only good in like really certain situations when you have a ton of HP damage up, because then you can maybe get it to be split can become like 100%.
Or if you're bad, yeah, it's either HP damage modifiers, or you need to be hitting hard enough or battery enough beforehand so you can reach some crazy overflows. Yeah, it works out.
Yeah.
I know you wanted to talk about spheres too. Something about spheres not mattering that much, and I'm going to blame part of the blame on you for talking about spheres in general and putting it on the damn website. This is another beast of your creation, by the way. But let's hear what you got to say.
So I've gotten on Cloud of Darkness's release, I got 7 pings from people adding me saying, how are these spheres on COD? Are these okay? I'm going to give her these. Is that cool? And everybody kept giving her attack spheres. On our damn website, it says she has a ton of attack boosts, so give her brave damage. But they're both fine. And everyone kept adding me showing attack spheres. And it's like, look, we recommend brave damage. I don't have any brave damage. Then just put attack. It doesn't fucking matter. Spheres don't do anything. It's jewelry to make you feel good that your favorite looks their best.
Yeah, honestly,
that is all they do.
It will give you like maybe 1 turn extra.
I don't even think. I mean, I think
maybe
for the case of like AAA slots, putting 30% brave damage up, like I've got 30% brave damage up on Sabin, that might cut a turn. Maybe 2 turns tops, maybe, but probably not, because he's probably capping damage even without spheres or artifacts.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like spheres, literally, everyone wants to put these like magical spheres on their characters, and if you actually did a quest with a team, or you compared 2 people that ran the exact same team comp, and and one was sphered and one wasn't, it's going to be the same.
It's going to be nearly negligible. Yeah, I think Science Siete is asking, does your boy here have a YouTube channel? Mino doesn't have a channel because he's a fucking loser. Ink does have a channel.
About me?
I don't know who he's talking about, so I'm about to plug y'all both. You can find Mino on the TCC Twitch channel. I also hang out there half the time. If you're not going there for Mino, which is understandable, I'm on there half the time anyways. So go join the server, guys. Join the Discord server. But Ink does have a YouTube channel, but he's a Tomberry troop, so he usually posts the infographics. But he hasn't been on his YouTube channel in a while, but it's about to revive with the Sabin saga. So stay tuned for that. I was having a discussion with someone, I forget who it was, and the same sentiment. And I've been saying this for a while. I think I listed my top 3 things I hate talking about in this game. It's like BT candidates, Geo first possibilities, and spheres, because none of that shit really matters. Like it's the same with I don't know what it's the same as, but if spheres are making or breaking your run, then there's a bigger problem there, because there are exceptions to the rules. So don't. Well, actually, Paladin. People are pointing out Paladin Cecil RF sphere with the encouragement armor. Yeah, that could make a big difference. And vanilla sphere in some runs, and maybe a heal sphere on some occasions. But like attack stat spheres are so negligible when bosses have so much HP and we have so many modifiers. It really, it's just min-maxing and flexing at that point. It really is not that big of a deal. And those finely crafted spheres that Ink took so much time to write up on the website about that y'all don't even read in the first place is not really going to make or break a run. And I find it really is, because min-maxers are generally the worst people on the planet, which is why Ink is the worst.
Yeah, Ink, I gotta back BC. I blame Ink for this sphere epidemic.
People have always been asking about it. We, if anything, tried to solve the problem by just pointing people in a direction as opposed to asking about it.
That's worse, because then they have a reference to refer to when they argue about spheres.
Yes.
And by talking about spheres, you're giving them importance. Like, if you never talked about spheres on the infographic or the site, then it would really show, hey, they don't matter, right? People ask, where is it? You'll be like, it doesn't matter. But I feel like because it gets brought up, it's part of the reason. But I'm not blaming you for that either. But I am saying, like, the Tonberry Troop Discord that I visit sometimes, it definitely, like, I think communities follow the leaders a lot, and Tonberry Troop is where I see a lot of artifact and sphere talk, right? Like, that's a lot of min-maxing for very minimal gain. And I think you know what I'm talking about, because like we were just there together for a conversation in Tonberry Troop not too long ago, where there was like an hour-long discussion on Porum artifacts, right? And like I do think the infographic in the site does foster a lot of the unnecessary theory crafting, right?
Yeah,
I mean, sure. Porum sphere got brought up in spoilers chat.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
Just today.
Funny.
Thank you for adding me.
Because
we calculated it out. It's 50. You put 3 HP artifacts on Porum. It is 52,000 damage against bosses that have millions of HP. Your 52,000 HP damage is probably not as much as the amount of damage that she would get from, and battery that she gives from Max Brave, having Max Brave arts. But either way, it amounts to a difference of probably like 10k damage. It's so trivial.
Yeah, trivial. That's the word. And yet there's people discussing it in droves. And you really, Mino brings up a good point. I wonder if people would be even talking about it if it hadn't been brought up in the first place. It's like a chicken and the egg thing.
and somewhere in chat here, where is it?
Blart said something funny that or he either said something funny or something true. Let me see if I can go find it again.
Oh, here we go. Elcon says min-maxing is fun though. I think there's nothing wrong with min-maxing when it's actually put into practice. Yeah. For example, like in fighting games, when they're labbing and min-maxing which combo does the most damage, and then they start using it in tournaments, I get it. But when it's like rookies that are focusing on min-maxing, when they can't grasp the basics to get through the content and do the basic fights. And I've seen this a lot.
Yeah.
Right. I've seen people become so fixated on spheres and artifacts and what's BIS, and these guys aren't completing all content.
At least artifacts are relatively straightforward now.
Yeah. And that's where it's unnecessary information that's bogging down newer players, right?
Yeah.
And like every field has that, right? But it's just that like I feel like people don't have their priorities straight. You're trying to run before you can walk, and so it really detracts. And for like Tonberry Troop, which is mostly aimed at helping newer players, right? I think your most visited page, Ink, has to be total guess the beginner's guide, right?
No, it's Lufenia research. It's Lufenia research.
Oh, it's Lufenia research.
Yeah,
how does the beginner guide stack up?
Let me pull stats.
All right. If it's gonna take a while, don't worry about it. But I imagine that's what I see people link to the most when people talk about Tonberry Troop or are plugging Tonberry Troop. And so like I feel like, and I do see a lot of people cite these things. Somebody in their fucking TCC Discord was like, "These are the best artifacts," and then they like pulled up the infographic, and then when asked why, they couldn't really back it up. But it's like, it's these details that are distracting people, I think.
Yeah, it's like, I know Ink has talked to me, and I think all of us before, about useless stats, and I tend to agree in that realm that a lot of, other than like specific cases, like knowing a defense value, like even if I were to, like, imagine if when I was talking about the defense values for the bosses, I gave untrue numbers. People would not be able to tell the difference in practice.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because if I said it had 500 or 600 defense, what would that mean? Like, one's higher than the other, but you still would know that's high. That's the point.
This is why so much bullshit skates in the SYPs and stuff, because people can't really tell the difference.
Yeah, there's numbers, and then there's putting those numbers in practice. Like regardless if it's 200 defense up or 300 defense up, you know that you're gonna hit for shit. So you need to account for lowering their defense or ignoring the defense. That's really the important parts, and that's why a lot of numbers are for people to make themselves feel smarter than they actually are. That's why if I hear potencies or I read potencies on anything nowadays, I just tune out immediately, because pretty much almost entirely whatever happens afterwards isn't going to be very intelligent. Because all you have to say is the skill doesn't hit hard on its own. Potencies is I'm almost going to wage a war against the word potencies, because it really is just empty filler. We don't know.
How dare you? Ink just brought up potencies like 5
minutes
ago.
That's why I remember that, which is why I said almost always specifically. Ink is exempt for almost anything, because he usually knows what he's talking about. But it's the Dunning-Kruger thing, where people hear a smart word and they think they're all knowledgeable about it, and then you start arguing for mighty artifacts on characters. I'm way behind the chat. Jesus, I was looking for what Blart said and I couldn't find it.
So I'll just say our most visited page over the last 3 months, it just passed Timeline is highest by 2,000 views over Lufenia research, and Bart's is our most successful infographic.
Interesting.
Since then, but Core is like the most visited infographic, is the most visited page over the last week.
Makes sense.
Which is crazy. There's never been a character that beat out Lufenia research and Timeline. Never a character. So Core is like on some record pace, but
I found Blart's quote, by the way. He was like, "You don't solve the problem by solving it. You solve it by convincing them the problem doesn't exist." That felt like a shit post, but I almost kind of agree with it. People keep talking about the encouragement chains. Jesus Christ! Don't you guys know the exception to the rule proves the rule? Did I fuck that up? The exception proves the rule. That's what it is. Theologica.
Sure.
Last time I felt spheres made a difference was Transcendence 2 Garland solo Crucible. You can't make it without spheres. Why are you soloing in the first place? Just don't do that. You don't need to do that.
You gotta save characters for Transcendence, because there's one every 2 months.
Potencies can be useful for the sake of comparison, though, right? No, they cannot.
No.
Who said that?
This Alexander guy said they cannot, because you're not taking the entire kit into account, because I think Furion doesn't have like low ass potency.
Well, no, he said comparison across the same kit.
Oh,
which kind of makes sense.
Okay,
Jin Lee brought this up. Yeah, Jin Lee brought this up in our mod chat, and I think we kind of savaged him But
Even
the
numbers,
point was,
the numbers.
Yeah, he was like, he said the same thing, right? Like he's like, well, potencies tell me which one hits harder or which one has overflow, and I'm like, there's like 3 moves, man. Like you can you can figure it out in like 5 seconds of play which one hits harder.
I know that Sephiroth's skill. I don't even know which one hits harder anymore, but it doesn't really matter because if your buffing skills up enough, you're like that level of Daniel, $5 with a cat emote painting. I don't know if that's gonna show on screen, but thank you, Daniel. Amir, what I find irritating is when should you polls bring up if a character is mandatory for content. If you played that game, then that word has no ground. Agreed. It's kind of a non-point at this point. I sometimes say it on accident. It really, because people pull off so much bullshit all the time. It really isn't worth. But we also have to go back to this is the eternal struggle that not like a lot of players, and Mark brings this up all the time, are like banner to banner without pity. And if you were to hold a gun to my head and tell me someone to pull for in the Cloud of Darkness cycle out of 3, if you didn't even have pity, I'd say go for Cloud of Darkness. But even it's easier to say path of least resistance rather than mandatory. I think that's a more honest way to go about it. So should we just use 108 330? I don't know what that's in reference to, Colin. Is that just like general artifacts? But you should boost your attack so you hit hard. But you're not if your run is like coming to the end and you're like not scraping by, that C50 probably won't save you.
Yeah, it depends on the defense value. There's some plateau. I believe that if your attack is too low, you're basically going to hit for trash. But as soon as your attack gets high enough, you now can conquer the defense of the enemy, and now your damage becomes normalized. And then the further you push attack, the more that it goes until it's actually not contributing much, and that's when brave damage reduction factors in. And the brave damage reduction will stop. It doesn't matter how high your attack gets or how high you try to push it. Brave damage reduction can push it back pretty far. And make you hit for peanuts. That's what that when like the Kieran bosses, that they boost their brave damage reduction by 999%. And so it doesn't matter how high your attack is, you're screwed unless you're ignoring brave damage reduction. So welcome Cyan. He's the only character that can do that, right?
Yeah, he is. He does both.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. There's a plateau when attack is useful. I don't know what it is, and I don't know the calculation of it, because you need to factor in like every single piece. Like you were saying, Farian's. Even if you compare Farian's skill 1 to skill 2, his skill 1 is 80% potency, and his skill 2 is 300% potency, which is normal. But his C10 passive is brave damage plus 300% on skill 1.
That's a good point.
It's not even boosting the potency, it's boosting the brave damage, which makes it even more confusing. So you literally have to plug into every single possible value
and nobody
into
is
the
doing
formula.
That. And you don't have the boss defense. So again, anyone using like calculations to try and sound really smart, you're not really that smart.
Perfect example, Ink, is that like I'm pretty sure we fucking said this on old ranting hours. I don't know why there's still a conversation, which is
it's an eternal conversation.
Yeah, which is I'm glad the devs hide the numbers, because they probably know it's bullshit. And they're sparing you from fucking theory crafting the bullshit, and all you idiots are still here fucking theory crafting the bullshit. Like, you could talk about potencies, but what Ink is saying is true. The damage formula is a 13 variable bullshit ass formula, way more complicated than it needs to be. And what
you're not
Ink
doing that
saying,
for every single attack.
And what Ink is saying is true. They tweak potency and brave damage here and there just to fucking fix things under the hood. So as Ink said, and there were a couple of characters like Furion where they started the game life one way, and then instead of increasing the potency to make, they're like suddenly, we actually want Furion S1 to do more damage, so let's tweak that passive and give it like 300% brave damage up on fucking his shit. They're just balancing numbers, adding numbers here and there until they get the result they want. Potencies, they can change that at any time.
That's why they had to disable the Star Wars text. So I don't remember if you guys remember the Star Wars text. Every time you press a single button, there's like 5 or 10 different passives activating that fuck up the formula even more and make it even more complicated. So nobody, like, I'm glad that JP is getting to the point where it's like buff attack, buff brave damage, buff HP attack, buff caps, and buff output. I actually prefer the simplicity because you don't need to care about all the bullshit in between. Like, I don't really care about my M Brave, don't care about my I Brave unless it's Warrior Light Arts. It actually makes things a lot simpler where you don't really have to care about it, which is even like as the game goes on, you actually care more about these buffs. Like then it comes down to like what flavor am I going about? Like if I'm running Null, or like let's take a recent example. I'm running Sabin. I want to boost my Brave damage caps really high. How do I get my Brave damage really high? Weakness, Brave damage modifiers. If I'm capping HP damage frequently, let me raise my HP caps. Let me raise my HP modifiers so I hit the HP cap all the time. You don't need to worry about the potencies in between. Like the difference between a 60% attack aura and a 90% attack aura are probably negligible. Just let's not act like the game. They're working on simplifying the game for us ultimately. stack powerful debuffs, get powerful modifiers. Press buds win. I actually prefer it than the let me tap about the 110. Like people nutting themselves over Rosa. Not Rosa. Like Queen having like 110 whatever attack aura. You wouldn't notice if it was you do not notice the difference between 90% attack aura and 110% attack aura. Be real.
You don't, which is that's part of the thing I don't like. Imagine if we didn't have a lot of CP boosts. Like, imagine every character had 300 CP, and it was locked there. Like, what the fuck would you do with all the passives that you had? You'd have to choose the most important ones, and you might actually prioritize, like, oh, hey, this skill is more important for this. Like, RCL, let's say, you're like, I'm going to be using Ascension way more than Descension for this fight because I have to do constant Dispel, so I'm going to boost the Ascension skill. Like, there's very few ways to customize characters, unfortunately. I wish that there was more customization. To boost one thing, but yeah, it ends up that you can't tell the difference between most of this shit. So
yeah, hence, and when we say numbers don't matter, we mean that if something were to change slightly, you wouldn't notice. So if you're gonna bring up specifics in practice, that really doesn't matter. I think accidental Rosa flames. No, see, Rosa gets 15% HP damage up. She doesn't get 20. She gets 15.
And that's with help. She needs help.
Yeah, she needs help to get those buffs. Such a
help for 15. So yeah, and look, the help is not a lot. She doesn't need a lot of help. She needs 4 buffs from the party, and so that's 2 framed buffs on your allies that would get you there. So it's not a stretch. Most characters have two buffs or whatever, but it's still just the fact. That's why I was considering calling my Sabin Saga like the next version. I don't plan on calling it Sabin Saga. I want to call it like Sabin versus the devs, because the devs do some really dumb shit. And I feel like if I can run Sabin past all the devs and get them through everything, that says a lot. But like, why the fuck did they give her 15%? Her kit is not even that busted. They could have given her 30% HP damage up. And then she would have been, people would be talking about it with that number. 15, that's hilarious.
Okay, there's 2 things in chat I wanted to talk about. One, auras don't matter anymore. Time to run Cloud Squall Lightning every time, and that is not what I said. Or saying the specific numbers don't matter. Like, if you know that a character buffs your attack a lot and they buff your brave damage, that you don't need the numbers. Now, saying auras don't matter is a completely different point. Obviously, you want to run someone that buffs something, but knowing the specific largely is not that big of a deal. So again, the difference between 90, you can't tell me the difference between a 90% attack aura and a 110% attack aura. Someone also said
20%.
Yeah, shut up. Jesus Christ.
It's knowing what matters in the fight.
Yeah,
is what it
putting into contextualizing the knowing the ballpark. The numbers are good in a vague sense. I wouldn't have assumed. Yes, a vague sense, like saying it's like low attack aura, medium attack aura, high attack aura, like stuff like that. But like specific numbers really are not that big of a deal.
You know where we need specific numbers, but we don't have them. The fucking thresholds for brothers. How obnoxious is it that the thresholds change per fight? It's like Cosmos is like you have to get one under 50%, I think, or you could get both under 80 or something, and then Chaos is different, Lufenia is different. Just tell us what to drop their fucking HP by. Yeah. Like, it's so obnoxious to have different thresholds for each fight. I brought one brother down in the Lufenia. I brought it down to 39%, and I was like, well, surely it's going to unite now. And they didn't, and they killed me. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I brought the previous boss down this far, and it worked. So why would you ever drop one brother to 20%? Why would you ever do that when the alternative is dropping both under 70? Like, it
isn't. Well, let me push back on that. Isn't the left one like less lethal? It's the right one that's lethal, right? Like, what if you wanted to do single target? I don't know. I don't know how the fight works. I didn't let him get turns, but like I could see the potential for pulling off something wild like that.
Well, I put in the TCC challenge channel. Mino did not respond, but I didn't add him. But I put in the TCC challenge talk that the brothers challenge should be that one brother has to stay at 100% HP. That would be amazing if someone could pull that off.
So see, the wild thing is that someone will.
That's toxic as hell.
It's very toxic.
Yeah.
I always want to focus on the big one. I don't know why everyone hates the little one so much. Context. I want to see what my feedback is up to. 47. They really,
people.
I don't see why they can't. Especially if it's gonna change. Like if it was consistent, then maybe I could see. But like they do that with Divine. I don't know if they put it in the description because can't read Japanese. But I know Divine Pandemonium's the Lufenia between the Lufenia and the Lufenia Plus. The thresholds there change as well.
Who does? I mean, okay. I can't wait to get to our Lufenia Plus research for that. And then people are doing the Lufenia and like, hey, the research isn't accurate. The threshold's different because we're only going to do research on the Plus.
I see. That'll be an interesting time. So many units have splash now. I don't see what that's in context of. Oh, yeah. Oh, just in general.
Yeah.
Don't damage it. Yeah, we're just spitballing stuff. I was happy to use RNA. I need to go back and see what I said about RNA because I didn't follow my plans at all. It's just like every other video now.
Yeah, you've sort of shat the bed on your pull plans because you also said that you never use Arciella, and like so many people have been so thankful for having Arciella.
Yeah, me
so
included.
it just goes to show that when someone says I didn't use this character or whatever, that doesn't mean they can't be used. But that's all you're saying, right? You're not laying into the characters being like not useful or not worth your resources.
People are still using Aroha a ton. That's fine. Yeah, go for it. I encourage it. Good job. I'm just not myself.
That was one thing that I did not appreciate is how useful she actually is for brothers if you don't have Cloud of Darkness. Because her Brave refund or like the Brave consumption down or whatever mechanic that she has, that counters the fact that you have no Brave gains.
Right.
So it's a way to keep your party batteried. Super, super fucking cool tech. I appreciate that.
Also, yeah, you hated on her, right, Ink? Like pretty hard.
He didn't hate.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, did he hate? Oh okay.
No, I did.
It was
I did.
He was very disappointed by her auras.
I was disappointed by her kit. So like it has to be you have to have something, and I think the Brave consumption mechanic was unknown to the devs. Like they weren't sure how impactful it would be, and so they sort of tuned down the rest of her kit or didn't let the rest of her kit go as far as it could. So I'm hoping that they have does anyone in JP do what she does?
Ira, Jekt for himself.
Jekt and Locks are selfish.
Yeah, Jekt and Lock.
Yeah.
Lock being one of the stupidest units ever.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, maybe
that's good stuff.
Yeah, for real. Lock is so ridiculous. I don't even use him anymore. he's too strong. Oh my god.
That's a dream for every FF6.
Yeah, honestly. Hopefully, Terra and the companion was saying that Terra might be the next BT Plus as well. That'd be wild. Ursula has the Brave mechanic, but it's Embrave based. Ursula has something weird. What were you gonna
People
say?
seem to like using Ursula though.
Yeah, all 5 people that use her seem to enjoy it pretty well. I wish Zidane had that effect. Yeah, well, Zidane has crazy. It's gonna be interesting seeing the takes when a Zidane pulls up, because the early BT Plus must not be good take is I'm hoping doesn't manifest, because Zidane has crazy data too. No, I don't think it is. I don't want it to be either. I'm sure it might. The notion might crop up because it's happened before, but Zidane has so much data behind him. There's no way.
The problem though is that he's with Y'shtola, and so everyone's going to say spend your stuff on Y'shtola, don't spend it on Zidane. That I think is going to come up.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
But would you disagree with it?
Nope. Well, yes, I will. Just depending on what you're trying to do. I said yes on accident. Because Zidane saved my ass with those deletes. Like people loved Ami for the deletes.
Did you just rubber stamp my question?
Did I? I'm distracted. I'm texting. Let's start over. Jesus. Zidane is Ami Vivi. Shut up. Well, because maybe some people won't enjoy it because those deletes give you so much wiggle room on everything. Jesus Christ. And it's not like Ami where you can only press the button a certain amount of times. Like Zidane's doing it on break, and he can guarantee those breaks in multiple occasions. So even if his damage isn't top tier, he gives you that safety net that can help you easily. And people love no boss turn fights, whereas just totally you're more likely to have to deal with the boss. So I hope Zidane gets some respect. How many runs are going to see people using Y'shtola BT Plus without refund? Alfie's in the chat. Time to slander Brave gain up. Zidane's Y'shtola's burst plus. You got to build around it. Yeah. Vaughn looks way cooler. Need him to go on team with Ash and Fran. Is Zidane a good pity? Depends on how you're trying to play. I mean, it's gonna be interesting as the opinions and takes evolve, because it's already hard for people to recommend and evaluate high armor pluses, because the answer really is you got to take full advantage of it, and you really want to use people that you blew. It's the same in a similar realm for BT Plus, except that's way heavier of an investment, and nothing feels worse than a green you don't like, which is why I pushed back on Cloud of Darkness hype solely for the reason that if people are pulling with Burst Plus in mind, that they might get into a unit that they're not too big of a fan of using at the end of the day. I don't know where I was going with this. Wow, it's almost 9 o'clock. I guess we can start wrapping up if you guys don't have anything else.
We didn't even talk about Sabin yet.
We did.
I didn't get to talk about Sabin.
Well, talk about it on the TCC podcast, which will be live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays, every Thursdays at twitch.tv/The Crystal Chronicles. Woohoo!
I feel like we have an opportunity. Well, really, you have an opportunity if you would make videos that you say you're going to make. But
I've never said I was going to make videos.
He's talking to me.
Oh, okay, good.
AR-52 and Genshin, by the way.
I don't know. Well, you're playing on your PC. Playing that game on mobile is toxic.
Oh no, yeah, that's a dead run. I've done that on vacation, and it was unplayable.
It's awful.
Unplayable.
It's absolutely. You get gamer's thumb, which I hate that that's a thing, but yeah, you get gamer's thumb super quickly playing Genshin.
Yeah, different experience on PC. I think Mark was saying the same thing. Like, wow, it actually plays well when I don't play on phone. That is not a phone game. Go ahead though.
I feel like there's an opportunity to structure some of the BT Plus truth that's out there. Like right now is a great time to strike while people aren't necessarily thinking specifically about it, or maybe they're starting to think about it. like now's a good time to set the story as to like I don't really know if anybody is tracking like, hey, these are the first 4 BT pluses, you got to pick one. Hey, these are the first 8 BT pluses, you got to pick 3. And going over sort of with like, first off, I don't think people realize how limited the materials are.
Yeah.
But also that you can only pick those, and then oh, by the way, in month 5, screw you. Here's 13 characters. They're all your favorites. Try to green all of them.
The absolute
assholes.
worst.
Yeah.
Okay, Trash Almighty says make the Lufenia fails. So funny story. I think you can go on after this, but I was actually loading up I was actually about to edit those yesterday morning, and my computer ran out of space and my video editor crashed, and so I just gave up. So the videos almost came out. Yeah, it was close. Go ahead though. You were just
Close
saying
matter.
How the stuff is limited, and all your faves come out. Yeah, and there's gonna be people doing non-burst plus runs and stuff, because a lot of content creators, myself included, are just lazy and don't feel like challenging. But some of those people who aren't as prolific but do a lot of more talented runs are definitely going to be doing those things. Like my dumbass, I ran a triple BT plus on the Sid Reigns Lost Chapter this morning, and then totally fucked up. But I had three burst pluses, so I kind of just steamrolled it anyways. Like there will be the crowd that will enjoy steamrolling, and there will be the crowd that will be showing off stuff, crazy stuff that is possible. Limited resources, guys. Be smart. Don't fall for hype.
And Omni Slushy Lock is so good because he has defense, ignore, and chant.
Yeah, that's actually not bullshit. He actually gives the entire party defense ignore on his burst, along with giving the whole if your HP drops below 50%, you get Bosch effect for the whole party, so you heal back up. So yeah, good stuff.
How's Zach faring?
Oh, beautiful. Running him into the ground. I gotta remember to run Noel because I hate it. I was going so strong with my Noel runs, and then Levi had to go and be unbreakable, which killed everything on Noel completely. That was real unfortunate. And then I just Reigns Lost Chapter. I easily could have slotted it in for Cloud, but I like running the Zach Cloud combo for memes. Setup was totally wasted due to a single 65. Yeah, I I rewatched that run this morning. I'm like, I'm so stupid. But thankfully the orbs didn't kill me anymore. I was able to like, okay, whatever. I've got 9 greens. I think the limited thing is a little overstated. You've got 9 greens. What, 6 or 7 months into Lufenia Plus? Those greens are pretty limited early on, and out of how many BT Plus are there compared to the 9 that you have? That's actually not that many, and we accumulated them over time, so that's not really a fair point to make.
Hold on, I made the list actually. One of our patrons was asking, like, hey, why is it so limited? And I was like, cool, let's play a game. And I was like, hey, pick one, and I sent the list of the first 4. And I was like, cool, out of these, here's another 4, pick 2. And I kept doing that, and then I sent him the list of like 4 favorites, and he was like, fuck, I can't pick just 2? And I was like, there you go, there's your problem.
Yep.
So I'll find the number, but it's like, I think there's 39 BT pluses or something. Actually, Phelan's site has this.
Super Pig, very important point. There may not be that many. Most people won't even need that many. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's super true.
Between Barts and Ace, 30. There's 30 burst pluses right now.
Yeah, 30
So yeah, that's definitely limited. If you think you're only able to do like 9 or 10 in JP right now, and there's 30 available, that's a third over the span of what, 6 or 7 months. That's pretty tough decisions. Between Barts and Ace, I have no idea. That's the question that's going to keep asking. Who do I green? And there's no good answer. But just don't green Golbez or Lightning. That's the only acceptable answer. Everyone else, you can't really go wrong.
Theologica has to green Lightning, right?
Theologica has to green Lightning and prove all the haters wrong. And I'm sure Yeah, green Zidane, definitely. Zidane green. I said early on in one of my retrospectives that I wish I had green Zidane because I don't use him that often, and then I proceeded to use him way more. I'm like, oh, never mind. Uh, compared to the BTLD acquisition rates, the series step down. Yes, you can. Oh yeah, Toto. Don't green Toto. Copium. But give some Copiums in the chat for Toto and Golbez and Lightning. Don't trash talk. James Haley keeps saying in my comments, "Oh, every time I get bad luck, it's because I trash Lightning." I'm gonna keep trashing Lightning. You're gonna deal with it. Give me some Copiums for Lightning. Yeah, Zidane's awesome, dude. The best turn to leader in the game. All right, we're talking too long about stuff that we didn't plan to talk about, so we can start wrapping it up. Mino stepped away for a little bit. I don't know if he'll be back before I kill the stream. So, Ink, closing thoughts.
Damn, you jumped right to that. Normally, there's like 3 other people on. I'm like mid-bite and taco and being rude, but closing thoughts. I don't know. I hope that people appreciate the Sabin saga, and if it stops, I need to get 1,000 subs so that I can just post pictures, because I have a feeling that I'm going to get burned out from trying to do commentary. I refuse to post runs they will not be listed. If I post a run that has no commentary, I'm not even going to list that. I'll post it to TCC maybe to show off that Sabin got through and that he's doing work. But oh my God, I can see burning out from commentary.
Yes.
So I hope that I don't, but look forward to the resurrection of the Sabin saga, but not this weekend because I'm going on vacation.
Yes.
So I will post ad nauseum on like Monday and Tuesday.
So guys, if you want to help Ink out, so you can post to his community channel on, and I'm pretty sure he's close to 1,000 subscribers. It's a damn shame one of the hardest hitting members, hardest contributing members of this community doesn't even have 1,000 damn YouTube subs. Y'all go YouTube search Inkwelder right the fuck now and go subscribe to him, or else you're a piece of shit. And also, while you're on the way over there, be sure to like the video because we're at 200 viewers and 82 likes. I know there's more of y'all in here. Raw Life for $5. Pity Sabin.
Hell yeah.
Preach.
If there was a bug in the game tomorrow and they accidentally made Sabin's LD 1,000 G tokens, I would still think it's worth it and still find it extremely valuable.
Carradine says Ink is 170 subs away.
Ink, you misread that. He said pity Sabin for having such a shit kit.
Fuck no, he didn't say that. Get out of here. Go back away. Why did you come back? You left. Go away like Neclord.
Yikes, damn.
Although I wish Neck was still here.
No, don't bring that. No, don't summon that
That's
energy.
mean.
No. So there's 180 people watching this, and Inkwelder needs 170 people more to get to his damn 1,000 subscriber mark. So we're gonna.
Wow, do I have that many?
Apparently. So yeah, you are a couple plugs away from get to 1,000, dude. So that I would be surprised like if you don't get that back within like the next week or so.
Well, hope. Yeah. That'd be great. I don't care. I put 0 effort into editing. I just edit out my like the DMs that I get that pop up on screen. That's the only editing I do. Right. So literally, people just need to watch. If they care about my content, they're just caring to watch and listen, because there is nothing fancy or special about it. Because the fancy and special shit go into the infographics, not my YouTube channel.
I got here late, Ink. But do you record your voiceovers after the fact, or do you try to do them while you're recording?
It depends. If I'm doing a Lufenia fight, or like if I was doing it while there's other stuff going on and I have to like pause for a reason, like for some reason, then I have to end up cutting the video. And then at that point, when I'm cutting the video, the commentary is so disjointed because I was interrupted multiple times that I'll just speed the whole video up 2x and then put commentary on over it.
Yeah,
but goddamn, I hate doing that. I really don't like doing that.
That's gotta be easier than, commentary burnout, right? Just doing it after the fact. It's got to be much easier.
I don't know, because I watch. I
think most people do it
in Clay's runs, and they do that, and I'm like,
yeah,
would that be better? But then sometimes I missed out on the genuine reactions, like me getting myself killed. Sometimes that's fun.
That's what the live streams are for. Right?
I don't live stream myself playing.
That's how Duncan creates content. He does the live stream, and then when he does the video, he voices over the recording.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then that's not a live reaction to the game you're playing, because sometimes that's a completely different experience.
Yeah, that's on the VOD though. That's why you do both. You gotta stream and make videos.
Yeah, that's true.
I will make videos and do infographics on the website. I refuse to do anything else.
That's cool. I also stepped away, so I don't know. Is the show over? Are we still going?
We are live.
Then I wanted to, I guess, squeeze onto the show. I think earlier in chat, somebody said numbers don't matter as a cope. Only people who can't do math say that. And then
that had to be sarcasm, right?
I want to clarify that. Now I lost my train of thought. Thanks a lot, BC. Stop I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna fucking say about numbers? Right. Okay, I got it. Numbers are important, but the problem is not when it's in a void and you don't know the other numbers at play, which nobody ever fucking talks about that shit, right? Because potency is only one part of like a 13-part formula, and if you're not... If you want to talk about like 90% versus 110% attack aura, like Sarah versus Queen, you got to factor in all the brave damage ups, the HP damage ups, who the party members are.
Not to mention the boss stats.
Yeah, all the boss stats and shit. So I do want to push back on numbers do matter, but none of y'all are doing all... It's like fucking doing a math equation with 12 variables and one known number. That doesn't matter. So when you're looking at potencies in a vacuum, that is fucking meaningless for sure. So if I fucking hear you guys talk about potencies, I want to show your work, right? That's what they tell you at school. Otherwise, so that's the reason we say numbers don't matter, because ultimately you're working with a shit ton of variables, unknown variables, and then so your number actually doesn't mean anything. Like, it's the 12 plus x plus y plus z equals what, man? Like, you're not going to be able to tell me shit. So that, I just wanted to clarify on that before the show.
Those are closing thoughts?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Sephi, shout out to you, dog. Glad you're repping the Triple Soldier team. I'm a fake $2 in a currency I don't recognize. But glad you're repping the Triple Soldier team. I am a fake ass Final Fantasy VII fan. I don't have Sephiroth Burst. I'm about to token him when he gets BT plus. I don't have his point. I don't know if it's BT and JP. That is. I used a calculator. Sorry. Yeah, shout out to you, Sephi. Sephi was one of the premier people who maybe put my foot in my mouth about Vincent. He definitely a great YouTube channel, so check him out. He does a ton of FF7 runs. Actually, here's a great thing. I was talking with Kaiden about during the prefix Kadaj stuff, and Sephi was one of he did so many Kadaj runs that we were actually able to pinpoint exactly where Kadaj's bug happened, because we saw it because you did a Kadaj run on Gladio's fight, you didn't do one for Queen, and then you did one for Tidus, and it was broken there. So your channel was actually very instrumental for us figuring out exactly when Kadaj broke. So shout out to Sephi for that. Go subscribe to his channel as well. Again, he's doing crazy FF7 runs all the time. My closing thoughts are, this is the ranting hour, but I actually wasn't. I had nothing really to talk about this week. I'm glad Ink's back. Always good to hear him talk and give him a hard time about numbers. Y'all need to support the damn Tomberry troop. I know y'all free off the infographics, but they got a Patreon. They do a horrible job plugging. They camp out in Quetz's Materia Bot server. So always show some love. Go subscribe to Ink's channel. We're about to support the fuck out of the Sabin saga, because Ink's coming with the fury of. I was gonna make an FF6 joke, but I haven't finished the game, so I can't reference anything in that damn game. I was like, he's the fury of Terra's dad. I don't even remember his damn name. So
Maduin.
There we go.
Get it together.
There we go. Yeah, that dude. So
I hate that reference to Ico. Why are they linked? I hate that
they're the same
linked
character.
Oh, he was.
Gross! Don't
right? Saved by a group of Mughals,
End of
right?
stream. Oh no, he's
weird ass
shit.
hair.
Oh no!
Fucking.
Oh no!
You know, like Guardian Spirit watching over.
Their mono art was green.
Also, Ink. I'm very surprised you went with Maduin, because I think the original FF3 SNES was Madeen or something. So I'm surprised you actually, for the first time, went for the updated translation.
Oh,
that is incorrect. FF3. The summon was
Look at these
Maduin.
Final Fantasy 6
No,
notes, bro.
let's.
It is absolutely Maduin. I don't know what the hell. Madeen is FF9. Madeen, sorry. That's where Ico is from.
Yeah,
which Ico sucks. Check out God, what's his name? The guy that does speedruns and puts Ico sucks at the end of every speedrun. God, he's such a good comment. I'm trying to. God, what's his name? He's great.
I've never heard of that. Let me expose myself again. I got caught in 4K.
Mutsky.
Who?
Mutsky. So MU. Yeah, I'll put his name in the chat, but I don't know Mutsky, and Mutsky doesn't know me, and I don't care. But he's done games done quick, like GDQ runs, and he just streams, and at the end of his streams, it doesn't matter what game he's playing, he puts as the last milestone. Like normally it would be like defeat Ganon, and in his he'll just put Ico sucks.
Oh, that's fun.
While he's playing Legend of Zelda. It's hilarious, it's great, and he has some really interesting streams. Like he can manage to have intellectual conversations about like astronomy while he is playing like some random game. It's super cool. You should definitely check him out on Twitch.
Imagine finishing Final Fantasy VI, Copium, Kick W. Yeah, I feel the same. My closing thoughts. I don't really have much to say except keep up. I'm glad to see more people creating content. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I got caught in 4K in Theologica's comment section because it literally said the thumbnail. It was the core BT phase video, and I was like, wow, how much damage was that? And it was in the thumbnail and at the last 3 seconds of the video, and I didn't see either. And I was like, wow, how much damage was that? Unironically,
some people just wanna post without watching the video.
I watched until the very last 3 seconds where the very last 3 seconds, and I didn't see the thumbnail. So
I remember watching it and thinking, God, how much damage was that? But I totally didn't. I didn't comment. But I was thinking
the last couple seconds. But you can go laugh at my dumbass at Theologica's conversation. Subscribe to Theologica too. That was a funny time. But yeah, keep it up, guys. I'm glad we are trying to get more people to create content. Raw Life and Blart and Type Zoe are streaming on the Raw Live's channel. I didn't watch that yet, but I plan to. Seinwave doing JP retros and satire videos. RVK and Indo doing more comedy. It's good to see the stuff, guys.
And Bard.
Oh yeah,
Bard had
Bard,
excellent.
All these idiots.
Sabin should do.
I don't know what that was. There's too much. There's too many new people creating stuff that I'm getting overwhelmed. But I need to watch. It's all great stuff. I took a note that somebody said what was it? Communities follow leaders. And that's something I think of all the time lately.
Said that like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and I wrote it down because I was thinking.
It's just like you stole Unga Bunga from me.
Shut the
never fucking live this down. I'm so fucking
look at this.
Can you speak English?
So fucking
okay, Chad, have you ever heard the term Unga Bunga when referring to damage in anything before? Like not thinking? Right. Mino apparently invented that. Mino brought it to the Dissidia community. No one else was saying that before Mino. Even though it's the TCC server, I said it before he did.
No, you didn't. He's a liar.
But I was saying that to say, I like putting my ideas in people listening to me, but I also hate when people listen to me and don't disagree because I'm like, damn it, someone call me on my bullshit, please. Like, I don't know. That's something I think about where it, like, especially post Vincent, I'm like, people took my arguments at face value and didn't try and find holes in them, and that's potentially catastrophic. And I'd love people to shit on me, or at least try and disagree with me. Or there's no possible way I make all these perfect points that are worth repeating without some scrutiny. So I think about that. I don't know how to not do it besides encouraging people to disagree with me. Just something I've been floating around in my mind. I didn't really have a thought going towards that. If Alpha knows when Chatty sucks, go ahead, Ink.
It's nice to get people. Well, also, you know that there's an engagement level, right? When someone comments and they're like, hey, like I commented that you didn't point out one of Sabin's important points in your video, that his skills become dual elements so that he's never locked out.
Yes.
You gleaned over that very important Sabin fact.
Sure
At least it's important to me.
I feel you, Ink, but like only 5 people are pulling him, so I don't think that information.
God damn it! It's just fueling. It's fueling the fire. If I see any fucking should you pulls, where they're like Sabin doesn't work in Loot Plus or any bullshit like that. I will watch. I haven't watched a Should You Pull in quite a while. I only watch Blartanians. I watch Blart, all of the shit that Blart puts out.
Blart's hilarious. Shout out to him by donating $1.
Yeah,
Blart really does put out shit. I agree.
His full videos are fucking hysterical. It's like the Zen-like. It's like the Zen zone where he is throwing away resources, and he's like, "It's okay that I've spent 300 tickets without getting what I want. My chi is intensifying or whatever," and it's like it's such bullshit. He's obviously getting annoyed. It's great. So yeah, you should definitely check out Blartanian's. His full videos are like top notch.
Caleb $22. Mino's a babby with an unga bunga mind.
Whoa! Somebody paid to
say that. Yeah.
I bet you gotta give me one of those dollars.
Blart says I'm trying to close the stream, but chat's so funny right now.
Working for free. It's bullshit.
BC gave me the brilliant idea to ask folks to comment and answer to a question midway through the video. It's a fun little game. It's a red pill, you mean? Because people don't be watching shit. that's really what it is.
But yeah,
you should watch RBK. Yeah, RBK is hilarious too. It's too much. You guys, if you're sitting there like, man, can I make videos? Just do it. Give it a shot. Let me know. I'll watch it. Some dude, he asked me earlier. He did a Leo run. I forgot his name, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Your name was generic, but he did a Leo run on Brothers Lufenia, and it was cool. So shout out to him for that.
Damn, really? Holy shit, that's crazy.
I'll show it to you.
Link that. That is epic. And I think that I won't make people jealous that they don't have Sabin. I think that I will make people jealous that they are not having as much fun as I am using my favorite.
Damn. That's bars right there.
I hope somebody skips his fucking boards because they're their most hated character, and also sell their weapons like you did to Edward. I hope you know how it feels.
Two types of people.
Sends you these videos.
There's two types of people. Two types of people.
We tell you a lot, Ink. Like I appreciate your work, but what was that thing that BC says about the starts with a P, maximum results for minimum work? What is it called again?
Pareto principle.
Yeah, Pareto principle. So like, I mean, the data is out there. Nobody really wants to know about Sabin. You could probably skip this infographic.
Hold on. I don't know if you're serious or not. I don't know if you're serious or not, but Discord polls are not indicative of anything substantial.
You know we're not serious, BC. Just let the joke fly.
No, but see, some people think like that. You don't understand. There's a lot of people who think like that. They don't understand statistics. I told you that's my trigger. Bad statistics are always my trigger.
For anyone that wants to pull Sabin and sell all his shit, I would laugh hysterically at you for throwing away such a good character, but that's up to you. I need to find another character that I hate like Edward, because I actually had a lot of fun selling his shit. That was actually that was very satisfying to dump his crap weapons without MLBing them. I need to find another character like that, but I don't know of one that I dislike that much.
Maybe Ico, DJ Dark Sonic.
Oh
yeah. Thank you for the $10. Why would I pull Save when I already have a blonde user? You know, Edward.
That's true. Edward also batteries and delays. Edward also batteries and delays.
He does.
On the same button.
They have debuffs to the same.
Yeah, I just want to point out. I think 100% of chat could agree with me right now that Edward was objectively more useful and powerful in his time than Sabin was.
What does that mean?
Chad, give me some Copium emotes.
What does that fucking mean?
Cut the stream.
Let's wait for the emotes. Gotta let the emotes fly. 100% of the chat agrees. Oh yeah, the Copium flying.
Yeah, I agree. James Haley says Edward is better than Sabin, and I never even used Edward. Thank you. That's a
that is fucking bullshit. Oh my god. And you fucking know it. Sabin is a fucking meta king in FF6 versus Edward is fucking trash tier in FF4.
I misread that on purpose, by the way. Anyone looking back on the videos, but You know, it's just
Chad is
Ink's
just spamming
so
Copium
easy
right
to
now.
easy to mess
You
with.
can become a member to get the Copium emote, by the way. I want to close the stream, but this just.
Before you close the
just
stream,
finally gone.
before you close the stream,
Bullshit.
Ink, did you see that conversation in TCC Discord today about whether Sabin's a tiger or a bear?
Oh,
Yes, that was a really
now I
interesting
do want
Good
to
read, right? Oh yeah, yeah. No, like trolling aside, I was just like, because you like Sabin so much, I thought that like trivia conversation would have been.
No,
really
that was
fun
awesome.
for
The
you.
tiger dragon comparisons and talking about the bear. That was cool. I actually appreciated lurking through that. That was excellent. You're dropping some knowledge.
I'll bring some of that on the podcast tomorrow for people who missed it or aren't in the Discord.
Join the Discord though. Have we finally reached violence? We were kind of calm throughout the whole, but we did reach violence at the end there. So
Funny thing is, Sabin's
Why are they
actually
saying
one of
Sabin
my
is a
favorite
twink?
characters.
What the fuck is this?
Because he's hairless. He shouldn't be hairless for someone who's lived in the mountains for so
What?
long. What?
Who?
oh my
Sabin.
He has a beard and
Okay.
freaking a ponytail.
God. You guys have 1 minute.
No, let's not get into this. I don't want to get into this.
Edward can't even fucking grow facial hair. Are you kidding me?
45 seconds.
I'm done.
Are you sure?
Cut the stream.
Anything else? All right, guys. This has been the Ranting
Hey,
Hour.
Ben-
Like, subscribe.
Even it's meta.
Become a member. Thanks for all the super chats. Y'all are the goats. Catch the TCC podcast tomorrow. I'm probably gonna join the post show to trash Sabin. Ironically.
Yeah. The funny thing is, Sabin is actually one of my favorite characters, top 3. But fucking with Ink is more.
Yes,
funny,
it's pretty funny. So yeah,
don't
Fuck you.
other than
don't love
the-
your 2D characters this
Other
much.
than
It's a
the
disease.
TCC main podcast, there's also the post show where it always devolves into violence, kind of like this. In fact, if the TCC post show was almost the proto ranting hour. Like I just directed that energy onto my own channel, monetized it. So yeah, okay, my next stream.